Happy Monday, Maverick Traders. This is Reinhold. This is the Market Roundup. Look at that date, June 1st, official start of summer. Many of you have kids out of school. I know that first week is a bit of an adjustment. I remember it. But for those of you that don't have any kids, really, this is just another summer day. Let's get into it. In this session, we're going to go through the news of the day. Not a ton of news. We're going to take a look at some of the sectors and see where the market is going. And I've got two bulls and a bear for you.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
Let's go ahead and start off with the news. Over the weekend, not a whole lot happened. It was a quiet weekend as far as the Iran, U.S., Israel conflict went. Nothing really changed. We still don't have a signed agreement, but at least there's no fighting there. There is fighting in Lebanon, but that is definitely a different story. But over the weekend, the market opened up on futures about 0.1% up, and then people just started buying the futures. We got all the way up to about plus 0.7, 0.8% on the Qs, and then they moderated before the open, and then the markets really just went nowhere all day long. There was more strength and weakness. We got a little pullback at the end of the day. Not that big of a deal. We did get some economic reports today. We had the manufacturing ISM, and this was actually a pretty good number. It rose to 54. For those of you who have been following this number, it has been negative for about the last 2 years. It started creeping into positive territory just about 3 or 4 months ago. And 54, that's the highest that I've seen it in a while. So that's a very strong number out of the ISM manufacturing. We'll get the ISM services on Wednesday. And we saw the 10-year bond yield go all the way up above 4.5%. It backed off a little bit at the close. So overall, we are still seeing rising bond yields. What does that mean for the market? Very, very mildly bullish here. Mildly bullish here. The Dow, the RSP, and the Qs. One thing I've been watching is, are the RSP, is it outperforming the SPY? And the answer is no, which is telling us that it's still a very narrow market. And let's go ahead and talk about that right now, because this is how narrow this market is. Take a look at this heat map. Take a look at this big thing of green. If this wasn't green, the market would have been down substantially today. We had stocks like Meta get hit 5%, Amazon, Tesla down around 4%. We got a whole bunch of weakness just out there, but technology, software, and semiconductors, they held up the market. So that's just where we are. It is still a narrow market. We haven't seen that broadening out, but it's not super bullish. Again, these are more numbers that just show this is narrow. And yes, the markets were up, but 51% of all stocks were down today. So telling you that there was more down stocks than up stocks. We come over here to the RSP chart. This is actually a really nice candle. We had a gap down in the RSP. By the end of the day, we had closed substantially higher than we opened. Very, very bullish after a nice breakout of a high base. We've sat up here, and you can see there is no real selling. So the markets are likely to just keep grinding higher. And you can see the Qs are just simply doing that exact thing. Just grinding higher day after day. Yes, we get 1 or 2 days of selling, but that's it. This is very reminiscent of what I usually see in August trading, especially a bullish move in the summer. And then you get into August and things kind of start to die down. And what you get is this slow grind higher where the markets go up like 0.3, 0.4% on a daily basis. And then all of a sudden you'll get a 2-day sell-off of 2%. And then it will just recover and rebound and just grind higher again. I can easily see that kind of market now until the next problem pops up. And in fact, this market reminds me a lot of June of 2024. We have just had a really big run in May, and it was the AI technology stocks. It was a very narrow market, and we were waiting for the market to broaden, and it didn't. All of June, we kept going up. And then right at the 1st of July, we got some news out of Japan that rocked the world. And we got a big tumble. We had about a 20% drop on the NASDAQ in July. I could easily see something like that happen this year. I think right here, right now, it is smooth sailing. There is no warning signs on the horizon. We're at a +3. Everything is looking okay, but just expect it to be a slow grind higher. If we do get those 2-day sell-offs, I think that's where you really look to enter your new bullish positions. Let's talk about bullish positions. I've got 2 here for you, and I got 1 bear. I tell you what, I found great bulls, I found great bears, and I looked through the bulls, and after about 10 technology stocks that looked awesome, I said, hey, you know what, that's enough on technology. Let's move to others. But this is my favorite kind of technology stock that I could find. This is Clean Spark, and you can see after a high base breakout, we have been doing nothing but going up. Every day a green candle. Gap up, green candle. Gap down, green candle. It doesn't matter. The buyers are sitting out there waiting to catch this. With these stocks, if you wait for pullbacks, you typically don't get them. Sometimes you'll get a pullback to where you can buy into it, but most of the time, they just keep rising out of your range. So this is where I just like to get in them. I love to use diagonal call spreads in situations like this. So for me, I would be doing something like a 16-19 diagonal call spread. It's just a very, very nice little play where it's like, okay, if this week I'll be doing the weekly, so buy about 4 weeks out, sell this Friday. If it goes above 19 and by the end of the week and it's substantially above it, you close it out for a pretty decent gain for 5 days. If it hangs out and it doesn't go anywhere, well, you did a diagonal call spread, so you're probably going to make money, break even on that. And if it has a big pullback, then you can decide what you want to do with it. But this is all for Friday because you're doing a short-term diagonal. If you want to be vertical, I'd say just give it 2 to 3 weeks. I like the 18-20. I bet there's 50-cent strikes on this. The 18-50-20 would give you a little bit more delta. Next to Oscar Health. Oscar Health is in the healthcare sector. You see big run from 14 up to 25. We've backed off. So this is about a 3.5 point back off. That's about a 14, 15% pullback here. But we got everything we like here. Got the dojis, we got the hammer candle, everything hanging on, holding that 20-day moving average. Today we got a nice confirmation candle that says the buyers, at least today, are back in here. I don't see any reason why this doesn't make a run up to previous highs at 25. I'm looking at the 22, 25. 2 weeks out, hoping it can break through that and give a max gain on this. Could you go all the way up to 29, 28, 29? Possibly. But I think you got to give yourself more time. I would be looking in the late June to maybe even July monthlies if I was looking to be that aggressive. And on the short side, over the weekend in the trading room, I talked about a little industry group that was showing some nice pressure to the downside. It was the chemicals industry group in the basic materials sector. And I actually talked about CC, Chemours, was a short. I talked about it in the trading room. I still like this sector, and you can see this did not do anything today that tells us that the buyers are back into it. At one point, it was a big fat green candle. It lost pretty much all of its gains, telling me it's going to stay below that 35, most likely, and at some point is going to break down. With this market being so bullish, I don't want to be super bearish. I like the 34, 35 bear call spread or bear put spread, doesn't matter. That's a wimpy trade. It's a very wimpy trade, but you'll probably, again, get 55 cents, meaning you have 45 cents of risk. You might be able to get 60 cents, which means you have 40 cents of risk. This is just a really simple trade that says, hey, I think it's going to close below 35 and likely below 34 by the end of the expiration. Let's talk about tomorrow. I think summer is here, and especially that first week of summer and kind of the last week of summer, first week of June and maybe third week of August are kind of the same, where a lot of people are gone. The bullishness is there. There is no selling. No one cares about selling. Expect a slow grind higher. But I think over the next couple of weeks, we're going to get a couple of those 1, 2, 3% pullbacks that look a little scary, but you want to be a buyer into those. We've got the Joel's job openings tomorrow. No one cares about that. And we are pretty much out of earnings. Those earnings aren't even correct. I forgot to update those, but don't even care about earnings. Thank you so much for joining me. Everyone take care and happy trading.